Hey guys, welcome back. Android here. I'll be honest, if you guys watched my last video on what Chainlink is under a minute, it's going to be pretty hard to understand it without first knowing what Ethereum or what Bitcoin does and is. So today we're going to be taking a step or two back to first discuss what Bitcoin is and its value, its benefits, and why it's still around today really. So first, to understand what Bitcoin is, you need to understand what blockchain is. On paper, it's nothing too crazy. A blockchain is essentially a decentralized database architecture where a data is stored in a block, and this block is then hashed through a cryptographic process which links it to another block. This linked blocks creates a chain of blocks. Hence, it's called a blockchain. A copy of this blockchain is then stored in each computer that is participating in the network. Now, you might be wondering, what is the type of data that is stored in this blockchain? Simply put, it's just a unit going from one account to another account. And it's just a list of those transactions. That might sound familiar. Yes, that's just a simple ledger. What you see in the bank, just debit, credit, so on and so forth. This unit that goes from one account to another account, that's what you call Bitcoin. But what's the benefit of this? So the number one benefit is because of the decentralized nature and this cryptography method, the data that is stored in this blockchain is tamper-proof. It means that you can't change it, I can't change it, no one else can change it really. Or not that you can change it, but you're discouraged to change it because you have to spend enormous amount of economic resources that it doesn't really make sense to change it anymore. Now, because of its decentralized nature, you will have access to it 24/7, 365. No matter it's on Christmas Day, Ramadan, or weekends, or 3 a.m., 5 a.m., you can post your transactions to it and you can exchange value that way. Number three, again, because anyone can participate in this network, no matter what country you are in, as long as you have an internet connection. These are the methods. It is independent of geographic and political climate. No matter if there's a war, if it's raining, if it's sunny, you can use this network. Something that's particularly unique with the Bitcoin that is ingrained in its protocol smart contract, there will never be more than 21 million Bitcoin out there. It means that as demand continues to climb, supply will stay the same, making it a deflationary asset. The last 2 points which truly gives value to this technology is number one, if you own Bitcoin with your private key, you have pure ownership of this asset. Something that you can't really say when you store your money in a bank account. No disrespect to the banks, I would say that's probably the best system or technology that we have so far. But since about over 1.5 decades ago, if you own Bitcoin and you own that private key, you can say that you truly own it. You can transact with it anytime you want. You can send it and you can ask to receive that Bitcoin with another person. And that is true across everyone that participates in the network or anyone that holds a private key in this network. The last point, the sixth point, I think it's the sixth point now, is via this new technology, you can exchange value without a centralized middleman. When you're transacting or buying something from, let's say, a store, an apple, a bottle of water, and you tap your Visa or MasterCard, you're essentially asking permission from Visa, from MasterCard, from your banks to grant you access to actually spend your money. Via this Bitcoin network, you no longer have to go through that process because you do have your private key. That's a proof that you own that asset and you can spend it however you want. If there's anything you can take away from this video today, I would boil down to three things. There's significance. Bitcoin network is not perfect, but Bitcoin is still around till today, holding its value for a reason. Number one, as I mentioned before, that you can interchange value with another person, no matter what time of the day, the year, political climate, anytime you want, because you have the private key. The second significance, particularly for Bitcoin, is the first blockchain, it's the first cryptocurrency. It gave birth to this technology called smart contract. It's not an advanced smart contract, but that smart contract allows technology like Ethereum to evolve and build on top of that. The last and third significance of the Bitcoin technology is it is a proof of a social consensus that this technology provides value, that prior to Bitcoin, the system, whether it be financial or the contractual process that we have in our society, has its flaw and it's not perfect. People want it more. People want something that is more reliable. And the fact that it's still around today, being used, and institutions are slowly adopting it, or at least they are investing in its ETF, is a proof that we are, as a society, moving towards that direction, and this is a more advanced and more reliable, more valuable technology. Now, those are all the significance. However, Bitcoin itself is not perfect. The biggest flaw of Bitcoin is that Bitcoin does not solve the problem that is intended to solve. For me to claim that, I first have to know why was it created in the first place. While SN never really come out and say why he created Bitcoin in the first place, we can infer from a few resources. That's gonna be a longer video. So that's pretty much it for today. If you guys gain anything of value, maybe one or two things, please give it a like and subscribe. That means a lot, and that tells me that, hey, the stuff that I'm providing here kind of like helps you a little bit, you know. Again, this is not the mainstream view. This is just something that I've learned through maybe, how has it been? About 7-8 years in the space. So hopefully it helps you guys. And stay tuned for next video where I'm going to be explaining Ethereum and then really the true value of this technology, cryptocurrency, and Web3. So see you guys around. Bye.